Welcome to Hearthstone Battlegrounds. I haven't sat down and played in a while, actually. I've been playing a lot of other games, but I heard there was a new patch. So let's hop in and play. And guess what? We get Dancin Deryl, which is one of my favorite characters. Let's hop in. So with Dancing Daryl, I love to flood the board with as much as I can on the board. You want to fill it up and be able to have things to sell later on because he has the ability Hat Trick. When you play a minion, give it 1/1 hat that passes to a friendly minion when sold. So you want to try and get him nice and stacked up. We do have a Wrath Weaver given to us. Ooh, the next tavern spell you buy costs 1 less. Let's go ahead and grab that bad boy. So we'll go ahead and pick that. We'll grab this free $1 for ourselves as well. And then I'm actually going to freeze this Wrath Weaver, I think. Let me check here. Demons, Elementals, Mechs, Murlocs, and Quillboars. Yeah, let's go ahead and freeze it. I don't know what demons are good for this season, but I am going to have a Wrath Weaver that I know is strong usually, and it helps me build out a lot of boards. And he is a candidate that I may want to put a lot of my stats on. So let's see how it goes. We're facing off against Illidan Stormrage, which will easily clean us up with his Wingman ability. Also, the card that I had was a 2/1 body. Relatively weak, but I got a little bit of gold in exchange for it, so I'm not too sad about that. Okay. Ooh, nice. We rolled 2 Weavers here. Wrath Weavers, excuse me. We can grab the Sun Bacon Relaxer here. Grab that boy. Put that on the field here. Sell that. Give a hat for this fellow over here. Use our gold coin, and then grab our Wrath Weaver. There we go. And it actually looks like, now that I'm checking in on it, when you play a minion, give it a 1/1 hat that passes to a friendly minion when sold, it looks like you may actually want to stack a lot of minions in your hand versus stacking them up on the board like I used to. So it seems like Dancing Daryl has changed pretty dramatically, but we'll figure them out as we go. Okay, into our next matchup, we are facing off against Rockin' Ishu. Looks like his board is doing A-okay. He's moving up to level 2, and he also is able to summon a card. There's a new minion card here that I did play with the other day, where you can summon in a minion you have something in your hand. Actually, something I might be looking for myself when I'm playing later on. Let's go ahead and sell this here. Rolls on top of that, gives me 6/9. Let's go ahead and grab our Wrath Weaver, and we'll go up to tier 2. And there's no demon available to me here, so I'm not too focused on freezing this board. So let's go ahead and set up for the next turn instead. All right, our next opponent will be Fungalmancer, one of my favorites to play as well. He creates a lot of Murlocs, and it looks like our board is starting to get relatively strong here, which is good to see. We're probably going to try and put some more stats into the Wrath Weaver in particular here, and try to just be as frugal as possible. Kind of like my friends in real life. Okay, we grab the Omniseer, probably grab the Razorfen Geomancer. Oh, actually we have a demon. Choose a friendly demon. It consumes minions in the tavern and gain its stats. Let's go ahead and grab that bad boy. Ooh, I wonder if they have the old minions that I used to really enjoy. For now, let's go ahead and grab this. Toss that in the field. That gives me a hat. Sell that bad boy. Okay. There we go. Sell that. Grab this. Yep, perfect. Okay, so we got that going there. We'll go ahead and put taunt on both these bad boys just to make sure that they are trading out really efficiently. And the battles so far are doing pretty good for us. 12, 13, 8, and 9 on these stats as well. Hoping to find some more demons. And I think on my next turn, I'm going to pull up the website and check out what cards are currently in the demon focus. Ooh, nice. He put his poison on the far right. He should have put that in the very front. It's going to be good trade for us. So we're going to have a couple of minions left over to do 5 damage to his face, and I would say I'm doing pretty good right now. We're kind of holding on. Ah, yes, they do have this card, the Soul Rewinder. After your hero takes damage, rewind it and give this +1 health. Perfect for us, and I want both of those, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass on upgrading here. Yeah, let's go ahead and pass and going up here. Let's go ahead and toss this on the floor. Toss that on the floor. Stats now starting to climb, and then we do have give a minion +3 health and taunt. I'll go ahead and grab that for now. And then I think what I want to do is go ahead and hold this, sell this on the next turn, and we're going to go up to tier 3. And now we have a good candidate here to try and find a couple of triples, and we can use those to propel ourselves forward. So I'm checking the website right now, and it looks like there's a ton of cards that are really strong now for demons that are much different than before. However, I will have to grab them at tiers 5 and tiers 6. So we're going to try and rush up there as quickly as we can going forward. 6 damage to our opponent, Dancin Deryl, feeling strong, looking good. We now will be getting our first trinket of the game. I know a lot of people are kind of all over the place when it comes to demons and, you know, these trinkets and whatnot, but I actually really appreciate them being in the game. We're going to take the Implicator Portrait, get a false Implicator. Your demons always consume the highest health minion in the tavern. At the end of turn, consume a minion in the tavern to gain its stats. Lovely. Choose from 2 lesser tickets to replace this for free at the start of each turn. Repeat this. Get 6 different tier 1 minions. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and go with the implicator, I guess. So that does mean we're going to kind of lock in on the demons relatively hard. Let's go ahead and go for a triple on the soul rewinder. Toss that on the field, and we'll find a tier 4. Anything we can use here? If your last combat you have lost, you'll get 5 gold. We do have auto assembler and the humongous. Your having spells that give stats grant an extra 1 2. Oh, that's a cool card. Oh, I love that idea. Let's go ahead and grab the blue shell. We'll hold on to it for now, and we'll attempt to make that something that we utilize later on, but that should be the end of our turn. All right, the sucking begins. We head into our next match here. Ooh, we do find a Baskill, but there was nothing in his hand to be coming out. Wait, am I gonna just take him out right now? 10 damage? Oh my gosh. He is at 4 tier. Dude, he really pushed hard for that. That's kind of nutty. 1 demon available to us. We'll go ahead and play this so we can get our Wrathweaver to help us out and also to build it into our hat trick. We can roll once. Let's roll once, see what we get offered to us. We find 1 more demon, and I think we're kind of chilling. Choose a minion, transform it into a random minion of a tier higher. It keeps its stats. Okay, let's toss it out in the field. There we go. Demon grabs what it can. Let's go ahead and just grab this robust evolution here. Let's roll one more time, see what we have offered to us. Ooh, we do find a floating watcher and a false indicator. Problem is, we do have a trinket that's going to be sucking them relatively soon. So I'm going to do everything in my firepower here to go ahead and grab this. Let's go ahead and sell these bad boys. Let their stats move in. I'm going to grab whenever your hero takes damage, gain 2/2. This should be a generator from these Wrathweavers. Watch this. Bam, bam. That'll give it a 9/9. My only hope is that this doesn't get eaten, which I do believe is going to occur because I have 3 demons here on the field, right? The only thing I could do is maybe sell one, but it's not worth the value in doing that. So I'm probably going to lose my false implicator, and that's fine. Not a big deal. All right, into our next fight here. What do we got? I got a couple of Murlocs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think in terms of stats, I'm kind of killing it right now, to be honest with you. Yeah, we're looking really good, but that's kind of what demons do. If you can get them rolling in general throughout the history of Hearthstone Battlegrounds, if you get them set up in the early game and you're only cutting from your own life pool, you're generally pretty hard to pick off. Let's go ahead and grab another false implicator. We do have a give minions in tavern 1/1, and we want to grab if you win your next combat, you'll get 3 gold. Let's try and roll one more time and see what we can find. And then we're also going to take this time to check our opponents, see if anyone's trying to go demons. It looks like Illidan Stormrage is currently doing so. He's on 3-star at the moment, so he can be definitely pretty annoying. Let's go ahead and toss this on the field, and we're going to go for one more Battlecry minion, because I want that hat to be available for us, right? We can play that. I believe so. Yeah, we can go ahead and play that. Let's go ahead and toss it on the field here. That'll make things a little bit cheaper, and I'm just not going to use it now, because I don't care about the minion. Oh, I do maybe care about the minions in Tavern 1/1 game. I normally don't play this, but because I'm running this trinket, that allows me to suck everything on the board, I'm going to go ahead and play this here and just get my stats up in general. Let's go ahead and play this card as well. If I win, I get 3 extra gold. And then I'm going to go ahead and transfer this guy, because it doesn't really do too much to me, right? We find another demon here. Choose a friendly demon, consumes a minion in the tavern, and gain its stats. Yeah, we'll leave it on the board. I can sell it to look for more better minions in the future for these guys to try to absorb. But I am going against person in first place, and I just played a card that requires me to get a win to get extra money, so I'm going to have every body possible here. Let's go ahead and switch this up, though. Floating Watcher comes in 21, 14, 46. He's currently running Elementals, which are usually pretty big bodies, but don't have poison, so we should be okay with the setup. Cleaves could be a problem, but I think I'm going to be fine. Okay, our False Implicator continues to grow. Okay, he has a couple of Divine Shields. Yeah, looks like we are just in the driver's seat right now. This does kind of scream to me, alright, since we're doing so well, we don't need to really spend much more time at this tavern tier. Let's start moving up to higher tiers. In fact, I even did 15 damage to his face. Oh my god. We are killing it at the moment. Gain a Faceless Manipulator. Really good. Choose a minion, become a copy of it, and go for a triple. Get 2 random demons at the start of each turn, get 2 more. I want that, actually, because I want to play more demons on top of my Wrathweaver. Get 2 random magnetic mecha demons at the start of each turn, get 2 more. Ooh, maybe I want that. I think it's a better value. If I pick that up, I should be able to magnetize it into demons while simultaneously getting the procs on the Wrathweavers without having to sell anything. Now, it does hurt my passive a little bit, but I think it's going to be okay. Let's go ahead and grab whatever demons we can. Sell this bad boy. Put that on the field. Okay, and then I think I should be able to just feed this straight into here, right? Does that give me Wrathweaver procs? It sure does. Oh, that is amazing. Holy crap. Okay, put the stats straight into our floating watcher. Let's go ahead and roll one more time. We'll go ahead and chill on this. These will suck these up. Impulsive TrikSlyr I can get rid of in the future. Get a minion 1/1 for each bonus keyword that it has. Don't really have any of those. Doesn't help me out too much. All right, on to the next turn. All right, we find ourselves in a really good position. Our cards continue to grow. This is our opponent that's trying to build demons as well, and our board is just so much stronger than theirs right now. This could be a case that I might be in a lobby that's kind of lower elo than where I should be, but I haven't played Hearthstone Battlegrounds in a while, so that would make sense. Looks like he's going to get knocked out. 2 people have been taken out of the game here. We're going to continue moving up to 5 and just go ahead and survive off of the minions being dropped for us. Can magnetize to mechs and demons, shield of the legion. Let's go ahead and just drop these. Keep these stats climbing as much as we can. We're going to keep a floating watcher around regardless, no matter what. Looks like we got a divine shield. We can roll one more time here, but I'm kind of comfortable with what I have currently on the board, right? There's no cards that I need that I could turn into triples. So I'm going to leave this as is, because I can't force the issue, really, right? Can I maybe get rid of this? Go for 2? I could sell this for a 3rd. Yeah, let's go ahead and just stay on top of this, and then I will passively continue to look for triples. I'm going to go ahead and move my floating watcher over here to the front and start moving my taunts to probably the back of the line, because they are looking pretty good by themselves right now. I want my highest damage dealer with a divine shield to be in the front to clear any big damage dealers they have. Now, of course, there is always the risk that a poison could take out your minion, but luckily that's what I have taunts for, right? Looks like this board is getting pretty small, and man, demons are feeling really good right now. With that being said, I do realize that I have high rolled here, right? I've kind of hit everything under the sun, and I've also got a tribe that people are not contesting, so we're feeling pretty good about this. Oh, we do find a potential triple here. Let's go ahead and grab that bad boy. Grab this as well. Let's see. No major other demons that I want here. Well, I should have probably grabbed that 1/1, right? I don't really need much armor, so I'm not going to buy that. I'd rather save the resources. Let's roll one time. See if we can find anything we want. Ooh, if your hero takes damage, rewind it and give minions in the tavern 1/1 this turn. Oh, wonderful! It's a better variation of the soul rewinder. Okay, let's go ahead and grab that for sure. Toss it on the board. Grab the Ashen Corruptor. Okay. I definitely want to try and find a triple of this. Let's roll. No. If I roll here, I could find myself a scenario where the false implicator is going to die. And I don't want that, or a Wrathweaver, because they'll get consumed. So, we'll put the Ashen Corruptor on the field here. So when we take damage, 1/1 will now be popped off and go into our minions, right? Oh, minions in the tavern. That's good, because we're going for suck. Okay, so that'll feed the tavern. This will deny health, this will deny as well, and we're going to grow our minions. Great! Okay, so let's go ahead and continue feeding this. Let's go ahead and start getting this on the bigger side as well. I do have a relatively big minion already, but a poison could counteract that, right? So let's try and build a second minion that could be helpful. Let's start spreading out our minions here, just in case taunts do pop up. And this is the best that I can do. So the idea being that if anything is attacking that has a cleave, it's hitting my weaker minions in between, and my bigger minions can win the board for me, right? We do have a higher damage second, our next one 4th, and then our last one in the 7th place here, which is going to be 104 HP. So his job is just to hold down the fort. And now with our stats starting to grow, our demons should just start pumping out real fast. Your demons always consume the highest health minion in the tavern. Are we not soaking on these guys? Furrow? No, it just seems to be just the false implicators. Yet a false implicator, your demons always consume the highest health minion. Interesting. Are these demons not sucking these highest health minions? Am I reading that incorrectly? Feel free to let me know if I am reading that incorrectly. It should be absorbing everything, right? I've been picking up a lot of minions on the board, so I haven't really been able to focus whether or not it's been grabbing them, but it doesn't look like it's doing so. We're in a commanding lead right now, so we're going to go straight up to a 6-drop. That'll fill out the entire board for us. Refresh the tavern with tier 5 cards. Oh, that's a fun one. Let's go ahead and roll. We do find another Ashen Corruptor. That is probably going to get absorbed here. Let's go ahead and start feeding these guys. And let's see. I'm going to freeze this real quick and see if they're sucking these up, because if not, I'm definitely missing something on this reading, and I could just be a dum-dum, right? Okay, feed that over here. I don't care if these are taunts at this point. Do I want to sell anything and attempt to try and grab this Ashen Corruptor? I don't think so, because if it's only sucking on these, right? These need to grab the stats. And I don't really want to get rid of the Wrath Weavers. They're pretty big. 56, 36, 50, 30. I just want to find a triple at some point if I can. Let's go ahead and grab this. Give a minion 1, 2, and taunt. If I already remove it, let's grab that bad boy and play this on this. That will remove his taunt. That way I don't have to worry about him getting in too much trouble. And we'll go from there. Into our next match, we take on the Fungalmancer. Yeah, it looks like only 2 suckers are occurring. Interesting. So I must be just reading this, or they need to fix the text a little bit, because I do find that a little confusing. Your demons will always consume the highest health minion in the tavern. So I guess the idea is that the false implicators will suck the highest health minion rather than sucking a random minion, right? Which gives you a little bit more control of what they're going for. So that is good in itself. With that being said, by the way, this Fungalmancer is huge. Currently on 6 tiers and crushing my face. Bringing us down to 19 HP. My gosh. Good news for us, though. We do have some good stuff to sell. Let's go ahead and start rolling. We got our first triple on the field. Nice. And now that we actually got beaten, this Tortoran blue shell that we picked up, we can sell for extra gold. Let's go ahead and toss it on the field here. Okay. At this point, we're going to go ahead and start getting our minions stronger in general. And let's start rolling. We're looking for demons that we can use on our field. Give your other demons 2/2 and deal 2 damage to your hero. That's fine. We can take it. We like the damage. Okay. Let's keep rolling. I don't think any of these are demons. I'm just going over a little bit slowly. I do have a full minute. I don't have to rush through it here. Elementals. Discover a Death Rattle minion. Pass. We do find $1. I'll go ahead and take that hit. That's actually something that's benefit for Soul Rewinders. I don't have to worry about it. Refresh the tavern with an extra tavern spell. It costs health instead of gold. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'll play that. Why not? Sure. What do I get? Hey, we find the Famished Fellbat, which is something that we definitely want to put on the field here. Let's go ahead and get that going. Shoot. How do I play this? I'm going to go ahead and actually put this over here on the far right. Get the shots, sell it, grab the Fellbat. Okay, nothing else is a priority for me. Let's go ahead and toss this on the field. Let's cover a tier 6 minion. Nothing demon related. We'll grab these minions, give them 1/1. We can now actually go ahead and start selling these Wrath Weavers. Because they're scaling, but they're going to start falling off relatively soon. So let's go ahead and sell the lowest one here. Put that here on the Fellbat. There we go. Start giving him a lot of stats. 1/1. Let's roll. And they're going to start just sucking all these minions up. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Big sucks. My current setup is awful, by the way, for fighting my opponent. So let's try and get that fixed up on the next round if we survive here. We should be fine. We're currently in first place. We have really good health. Yes, Zaddy. Big hits coming in. Divine Shield keeping the Watcher alive. This will respawn another minion. Oh, we get that pretty quickly. 3, 6, and 12 damage. We're going to knock him out fast. Okay, with that being done, we're feeling pretty alright. Feeling pretty okay. Hoping to find some more demons we can throw on the field. That means nothing to me. Let's go ahead and roll. Point an oil module. Don't see any other demons that could be here. Choose a friendly demon. It consumes 3 random minions in the tavern to gain their stats. Oh, nice. I'll take that. Sure, why not? We roll again. No demons. Man. Is he going demons? No, he's on Murlocs. Suddenly I'm just not finding what I need, huh? That's not too good. Roll one more time. We have a couple of demons we can sell. I'm just looking for something I can put on the field here that takes over this Wrath Weaver. Oh my gosh. Am I blind or am I just giving bad luck? What the heck, bro? Not a single one I could utilize here. So now we're going to go ahead and keep this Wrath Weaver, it looks like. And I kind of wasted my entire round. Let's go ahead and put this on this fella. He's getting nice and healthy. I'm going to put him in the front because I want him to hit. He has a lot of health here. And I want him to try and trade out efficiently if they can. And then we're going to go ahead and keep feeding into this. Reborn on that one. Wind Fury and Magnetize. Put it over here. Actually, now that I have the Wind Fury, let's put that on top of him. Have him be second. And then we got a Reborn here. What is the highest value for Reborn? Probably this. If I have that Reborn, it has a better chance of respawning, and that gives me extra damage to go for lethal against my opponent. Okay, I think that's the possible best board I can do right now. Let's go ahead and face off against the Fungalmancer, who is currently on a 7-game win streak. Has done 20, 13, and 8 damage. Just really killing it with the Murlocs. Okay. You suck occurs. Brings in a Murloc here on the far right. We begin our attacks. The cleaves start connecting on the back right. Health bars are looking pretty solid. Here comes my next major attack. He does have really large Churgle-Murgles over here, which means his board is certainly very strong. He may just have way more Murlocs than I could possibly handle. Couple of good trades going our way. Hit comes in. At least we trade that out. But with all said and done, he's going to do 6, 7, 8 damage to me, plus 12, bringing it down to 14. Oh my gosh. We might have to start considering switching things out for like a Leroy Jenkins, things like that. Let's go ahead and grab this here. This is probably a card that we're probably going to get rid of now relatively soon. Ooh, first we'll do our demons that can be played. Okay, grab all these. Let's go ahead and do our Magnetize first. This is Reborn. Honestly, let's go ahead and toss that to that guy right now. Wind Fury as well. Can put it on this big fella. There we go, toss that. Time to get rid of this fella. Yes. So, we are going to sell you. Destroy. Taunt coming in. Battle Cry. We do find our triple finally. Wish I would have found that earlier, but we'll take it. Toss it on the field. Okay, 196, 107. Battle Cry and Death Threat. I'll get a misplaced T-set. Friendly minion 3/3. Magnetize. Summon a 6/6 golem improved by each friendly minion that dies this combat. Could be helpful. At the end of your tavern spells that give stats grant an extra 1/1 this game. Oh, that's kind of cool. But I think we're kind of chillaxing. We'll sell that bad boy. Toss that on the field. We're gonna go ahead and I think sell this. Roll one more time. Grab my hat so I can play the Dancing Daryl. Toss that on the field. Let's roll. Put him on the field. Go for a Magnetize on him to help get the stats up. Let's just give taunts across the board where we can. The sucking begins. And let's see if we can get some good hits to go in our favor. If we can get this Divine Shield to connect with his big Coral Murgles, we might have a chance, but that is relatively hard. In fact, I probably should have changed my positioning to help out with that. Huge Poison comes in, taking out one of my big health bars. I think he has the win currently in his favor. Trade's going to come out. He gets a big hit. And it looks like we are going to take the L here. Nice job by him, building up a lot of Murlocs. Demons, though, looking pretty strong this season. And I could have definitely played better when it came to positioning. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'll see you next time. And let me know if you guys miss Hearthstone Battlegrounds. I can definitely get some more videos up. Comments and likes always help out.